नमस्कार मित्रों, सुनो मेरी कहानी इन माय ओन फकिंग ज़बानी। एक बंदा है मेरे दिल में जो था एक चाइल्ड प्रोडिजी। प्रोडिजी माने वो जो बच्चा नहीं जी, कैलकुलेटर से भी तेज, मैथमेटिक्स पे भी भारी भारी। तो ये मेरे प्रोडिजी को हुई एक बीमारी, लव और लॉजी। क्या बताओ अब आपको मेरी ट्रैजिक सी लव स्टोरी। इस बंदे को सिर्फ भाती जी एक सिंगल टाइप की नारी, बाकी लड़कियां ये ना देखे, कहता पूरी दुनिया फेक है, बोलता मुझे तू नाम बदल दे, रखे कैथरीन विद द के। हेलो एवरीबडी, लास्ट वीडियो में थोड़ा ऑडियो का प्रॉब्लम हो गया था, सो आई एम रियली सॉरी फॉर दैट। और थैंक्स अ लॉट फॉर सब्सक्राइबिंग टू माय चैनल. I'll keep posting the videos. Thank you for your love. So today I've brought you a video on a book review of John Green's book An Abundance of Catherines. So this is the book I recently finished. It's beautiful, so I thought why not give you a review of it. So this book An Abundance of Catherines is based on Colin, the protagonist, who is a child prodigy. Okay, so prodigy means a person who has the capacity to excel in academics and who is very intelligent than the normal population. So this Colin has a very interesting dating history, okay? So at the beginning of the book, he's being dumped by a girl called Catherine. And guess what? This is not the first Catherine in his life. This is Catherine number 19. That is K. That's why I call her K19. And all the Catherines that he's dated before have one same name. That is Catherine, Katherine. That's it. Not even Catherine with a C, not even K3s, not even Kates, just Catherine. This is Catherine number 19 in his life, and just like all other previous Catherines, this one has also dumped Colin. So the story begins, and Colin is taking a bath to get over the breakup, and when he comes out, he finds Hassan, his best friend, in his room, and Hassan suggests to go on a road trip to overcome that breakup. So when they convince their parents, they set off for the road trip, and there a journey begins. So Colin has always been a prodigy, but he's sad, he has identity issues, and he thinks that he can never be a genius. He can never invent something by himself. He just keeps on relearning and memorizing the things that have already been discovered by somebody else. And for doing that, he has come up with a solution. He has started devising a formula, a theorem for the dumping behavior of relationships. So, by reflecting on his past relationships with Catherine, he's devising a formula that would consist of the dumpers and the dumpies. He is actually planning to make a theorem out of it and to predict relationships in general. So throughout the whole book, he's working on this formula in order to be a genius, in order to make himself matter in this world. So the road trip begins, and Colin discovers that there is the grave of an archduke in the village called Gutshot, which is nearby. So as a history fan, he thinks why not discover it. They set off to go to Gutshot. तो गटशॉट एक छोटा सा विलेज है, एकदम अपोजिट शिकागो से, जहाँ से कॉलिन बिलोंग करता है. एंड इन गटशॉट दे मीट द थर्ड कैरेक्टर ऑफ दिस बुक, लिंडसी. सो लिंडसी की मम्मी हॉलिस उनको एक जॉब ऑफर करती है, and Hassan and Colin decide to stay in Gutshot only. These three are the main characters, okay? Colin, Hassan और Lindsay. तो throughout this book इन तीनों का characters develop हो रहा है, और उनके जो problems है life में वो धीरे धीरे करके sort हो रहा है. So the rest of the book takes place in Gutshot only. There are many questions to be solved. Does Colin find another Catherine and he goes after her, or does he break the K chain? Can he really find a formula for relationships and dumping, and will he be world famous for it, or does his life take the worst turn and twists in the wrong direction? Your questions will be answered only if you read the book. So now I'll tell you my views on the book. So the first thing that comes in your mind when you start reading the book is that the book is fragmented into 3 parts. That is, think of a flow chart, okay? There's a beginning, there's a middle, and there's an end. And the beginning is divided into a beginning, middle, and end, and likewise for the both of them. But in this book, the whole thing is just messed up, okay? It reminds you of a Hollywood film, you know? It's like, oh, and then bubbles, and he goes into a flashback. So मुझे लगता है कि ये एक metaphor है, जैसे the messiness of the book is related to Colin's mind. वो जैसे सोचता है ups downs बीच में कुछ आएगा, वैसे ही मुझे लगता है ये बुक का भी स्ट्रक्चर बनाया गया है. The second thing I love about this book is like it gives you a glimpse of your own mind. जैसे हम खुद सोचते टाइम कैसे सोचते हैं, जैसे cheese buzz burger, oh my god I'm craving for it. cheese buzz burger, मैगी, लॉकडाउन चल रहा है यार, मोदी जी कब खोलेंगे ये लॉकडाउन, मोदी जी की नेक्स्ट ट्रिप कब होगी. मैंने एन मोदी बोला तो नीरव मोदी होगा या नरेंद्र मोदी होंगे. Just like that. It goes from one point to another to another to another to another like a ping pong ball. It's so messy and it gives you a glimpse तुम्हारे खुद के मन में क्या चल रहा होगा. जब आप ये बुक पढ़ते हो तो आपको लगता है अरे कॉलिन मेरे जैसा ही बंदा है और उसका भी माइंड इतना ही कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है जितना कि मेरा. द नेक्स्ट थिंग अबाउट दिस बुक दैट आई लव इज द इंक्लूजन ऑफ डिफरेंट लैंग्वेजेस. सो कॉलिन को खुद 12 लैंग्वेजेस आती है, 12 लैंग्वेजेस फ्लुएंट. और थ्रू आउट द बुक John Green has used different languages like Arabic, French, German, and जब आप पढ़ रहे हो like he's used like actual sentences of the different languages, and obviously he's explained it later in the book. But जैसे Arabic में he's written haram for example. So all these things just appall to the mind of the reader. It's just another example of John Green's creativity, and I would love to read it out to you all. So the sentence is 10:5 space 16:5 14:19 5 space 17:21 5 space 10:5 space 21:9 13:5 full stop. So this sentence, जितना भी तुम्हें gibberish लग रहा हो, actually is a word in French. Can you imagine? He's actually transformed the French letters to Arabic numerals and he's made this sentence. There are many surprises in it for you and I'm sure the book will interest you. The next thing I like about this book is sweet substitutes for the F word. So parental control bhi hai. I swear there's just one F word used in the whole book and he's used a substitute FUG instead of the F word. So, and there's a big story behind it, you know. The way he's explained why they use FUG also is very interesting. Another thing that I love about this book is the talent of anagramming. So अगर आपको पता नहीं होगा तो anagramming is a literally game. जैसे अगर एक आप word लो कि stop, so आप stop का words reassemble करके you'll make pots, you'll make spot, you'll make other things like that. And the starting of the book itself, जब उन्होंने acknowledgements लिखी है, he's written his wife's name and he's anagrammed his wife's name and he's made beautiful, sensible things out of it. So talking about anagramming, I have a secret challenge for you at the end of the video. And the best thing is when you discover the 2 twists in the story that will blow your mind off. Like when you come in the middle of the book, I don't know, somewhere in the middle of the book, there's a surprise for you. And that just hits you in the head, and the whole thing that you had been believing for so long just goes into dust. John Green ka writing will impress you more than the storylines of it, and especially in this book. I like the way John Green talks about philosophy, you know. I like the way he frames his sentences in a way that हमें लगता है कि oh God, I was thinking the same thing. And last but not the least, इस book में mathematical formulas है, graphs है, which will interest you as hell. Trust me, I suck at maths, but I love this book and how he's illustrated deep philosophies into drawings and graphs and maths. It's amazing, and even if you don't understand the things, there's an actual afterword of a real mathematician explaining you the logic behind the formula and the theorem and the connection between mathematics and love. So it's amazing. It blows your mind how maths can be so interesting. Trust me. And the book is beautiful. So I'll read it for you. According to me, it is 3.8 on 5. I would have given it a 4 considering it's a John Green book, but ये बहुत predictable लगा मुझे. After a point you know how the story will go. Well, the plot of the story kind of disappointed me. Like firstly I had read The Fault in Our Stars and it was this high, and when I read this book I expected to be at least this much, but it was here. So it was a little disappointing because the story was very predictable. 3.8. Also, you should read it because it's very clear, it's very witty, it's very interesting, trust me. You will not get bored, and it's just a 250 pages book, यार कर लो read. Also, जैसे मैंने promise किया था, मैंने एक anagramming का puzzle इधर कहीं तो लिखा है. So anagram it and let me know the answers in the comment section. And don't forget to press the thumb on the thumbs up icon below my thumbnail. See you.